Welcome back, Summoners, to another electrifying season of Alliance War. This season brings a whole new challenge, fresh nodes to learn, defenders hitting harder than ever, and bigger health pools to grind through. Every fight will be a test of skill, strategy, and execution, so stay tuned, smash that like button, and subscribe for more MCOC action. It's game time. Let's go. Welcome, champions, to War number 3 of Alliance War Season 56. After 2 rough encounters with Knull, it's time for redemption. Can I finally take him down without a death? Once again, I'm running Path 4, and I'm taking on 4 mini-bosses, so there's plenty of action in this one. For this war, I'm bringing in Sentinel, Nefaria, and my trusty Moleman. This squad brings a mix of brute force, control, and utility, so let's see if they can help turn things around. Let's dive in, break down the fights, and find out if the third time's the charm against Knull. Smash that like button, subscribe for more war action, and let's get to work. And for the first fight up, we're going to use Moleman against Nefaria. Now, I realize Nefaria is bleed immune, but we're using Moleman here more to shrug off debuffs than anything else. I don't want to get the 3 debuffs on me and have to worry about the reverse controls or anything like that. So using Moleman without really trying to activate his frenzy is really one of my best options. And there you can see, for a brief second, I had reverse controls, and it kind of messed me up. I was trying to dex the special, and well, the reverse controls triggered just long enough for it to hit me, and then everything was shrugged off. So, not the cleanest fight, but you know what? It was 30 seconds, and I didn't die. All right, and for the second fight up, we're going to use Nefaria against Werewolf by Night. And really the plan here is to use his evade ability to get kind of those free intercepts in, and then bait special ones. The only fear I have in this fight is somehow accidentally pushing Werewolf here to a special 2 and getting hit by it. Other than that, I think the fight's going to be over quick enough that there's really not a whole lot of worry in it. I am running recoil, so you can see there I am taking a little bit of damage from that. But other than that, you know, a couple of his ruptures on there don't really hurt that bad. There you can see we got another little intercept in. You know, we're getting plenty of hits on the combo. I'm never worried about that combo meter in, I would say, the majority of the fights. So really, I know the change to that node. I just kind of ignore it. All right, now we've got this piggy here. You know, not a whole lot in this fight. We're not going to go into frenzy once again. Kind of using Moleman a little bit different than how he's typically built. We do throw on a heal. We're going to throw on a 3-minute health regen boost, and you know, just a top up. I'm going to be taking on Knull next. Not necessarily overlooking this fight. It's just this one's fairly easy. It is just really a matter of getting a parry in, getting your combos in. The second you get to a special 1, you throw the special 1, and then rinse and repeat if you need to. You know, bait Piggy's special 1. You know, very easy to evade the special 1. There, he throws it right away. Now just a couple more hits, and you can see a 28k crit sneak in there, and well, you know, Spider-Ham there doesn't have the biggest health pool, and he goes down very quick. All right, now it's time for Knull, and I'm giving this fight a little bit more respect, I think, than I did in the first 2 wars. The first 2 wars, you know, I'm thinking I've taken this fight so many times, I've never died to it, but with Knull being a global attacker, and with the changes to some of the health pools and some of the damage, I think it is time to kind of give it a little bit more respect. I could have done a power start 1 at the beginning here, and I think the fight would go smoother, and I will probably do that in future wars. Just didn't here, wanted to really just kind of focus up and see how it would go. There I get hit on a dash back on a special 2. Fortunately, for whatever reason, it didn't continue, and I was able to get away from the rest of it. I dropped my special 2. There I threw a striker thinking he was going to be close enough to the wall that it was going to make contact, but it didn't. You know, he throws his special 1. I am paying attention to his unblockable there. And now I want to really get another special off so I don't have to worry about the encroaching corruption, but that special kills him. So, you know, much better fight. I still took some damage. I do want to clean that up. You know, really the goal is to get through these without taking very much damage. I don't want to use health potions. You know, I will as needed. I need to use Moleman in a couple more fights, just really trying to minimize the potion output if I can, just to save the, the loyalty, as I want to buy some of the loyalty crystals here in the near future. It was very nice to get through those first 4 fights relatively clean, but we still have 4 mini boss fights ahead of us and a little bit of work to do. I'm going to be using Count here against this Kindred. I really like Count for this fight and this node in particular. One of Count's abilities is once he hits Ionic Overcharge, he reduces the opponent's regen and ability power rate by 95%, and because of the Awakened ability, I get some of that back. So you're going to see here my health bar, even running recoils, will slowly start climbing up. I'm not quite at Ionic Overcharge yet. After this special, there we go, we're at Ionic Overcharge. You'll see I take the recoil damage, but now watch my health. It's slowly going to start climbing up as we go throughout this fight. I was down to about 85% and just really climbing up, steadily getting more and more. And then we're just fighting Kindred, just like a normal fight here. I prefer to bait his special one, very easy to counter, and pause the infection. Here, he gets a little timid, doesn't want to throw a special. He does get the root there instead. So you know what, I'm just going to hit into him. We'll push him to a special 2. That's fine by me. Now I've got the infection on me. You can see there the 50 charges. I'm starting to degen some, but it's nice because of being an Ionic Overcharge. I am able to counter that with the healing from the node. So I stay and get a full yellow bar finish. And we're going to move forward. We're going to be using Moleman. Like I was saying on that Knull fight, I was going to have to top up health because I need him for 2 more fights. So we throw on a health potion. Here we do activate the Power Start 1. I just want to get this fight down quick. Don't want to play around with it. The longer this fight goes on, the worse it can be for me. So really the whole plan here is I would love to get it down to 1 special 2, but I am running power backs, so if it takes 2, it takes 2. Here we drop the first one. You can see a couple big crits there, like a 56k one there. Now we just let him hit into our block. We hit him a few times, throw the special one. There we go. That's the way we like to handle Moleman fights. And probably, like I said, what I'm going to do on Knull in the future is just the Power Start 1. I mean, that's a 20-second mini-boss fight. And now for one that I just kind of wanted to try. Wasn't real sure how this would work. I'm going to be using Sentinel against Chavez. Sentinel really can ignore the hazard shift on this node. He's immune to both parts of it. So I thought he might be a good counter. There I kind of forgot about the Conflictor. Not the biggest deal. Took a couple hits. She threw a heavy, which I really wish she wouldn't have. Get the special off. Okay, we're just right back in it. This is a Chavez fight. I don't mind her throwing special ones. What I do mind is all the heavies she throws. There was number 2. And once again, still okay, but now we're backed into a corner. There's heavy number 3. And I push her to a special 2. There's heavy number 4. Now I've pushed her up red. Here, hindsight, what I should have done, instead of throwing my special, I should have waited for her to throw her special 3, and then I throw mine. Not a big deal. Just wish I had done it a little bit different. Here she throws her special 3. Now this is what creates some trouble for me in this fight. I forgot after the special 3, she has all her dimensions up. One of those dimensions means when I'm hitting her, I'm doing damage back to myself. So you'll start seeing my health go down. I didn't realize it until right here. When I threw that special 2, I was like, oh, I'm ticking down for all the damage I'm doing to her. Here, I pushed her. I was hoping I could get the combo in and get a special 1 off, which probably would have finished her before I died from the damage back. Didn't quite work. You can see, left her just a little bit of health left. I know this is hazard shift, but I can go in with Nefaria. I don't need him again. I'm going to be able to kill her in 1 combo, and the node's not going to take care of me in that amount of time. So could Sentinel do that fight? Yes. Is he the best counter for it? Probably not. All right, now we've got this Jessica Jones, and we're going to be using Moleman here. We Once again, not entirely sure how this fight was going to go. I would prefer to use maybe like Chioth here or somebody. Just couldn't quite fit her on the team. And well, I had Moleman. Moleman's a serviceable counter for this. So really the main thing here is to just kind of watch out for her charges. I'm not activating Frenzy kind of intentionally. I want to be able to shrug any debuffs I may get on me, just to kind of help. You can see there she's at 4 of her investigation charges. You know, not going the greatest. I hate staying back up against the wall. There she's unblockable. You know, fortunately we dexed all of it, which was very, very nice. There, I thought I was going to be at a special 2. I wasn't. Once again, not the worst thing in the world. Would have preferred to throw a special 2 there. Here, we're just trying to, since she doesn't have the inexorable charge up right at the moment, just trying to get some map spacing back. She does have her 6 charges up, so this is going to be unblockable, which is fine. You know, no big deal there. If I do throw a special myself, it is going to be, she's going to go unstoppable. And you can see here, I don't care. I'm throwing this in the block. It doesn't do anything, but, you know, I needed to do it anyway. I wanted her back up against the wall. Not the end of the world. Once again, this is one of those fights. It's just not the cleanest. I'm going to end up being backed up the whole way into the corner, taking a couple hits there. Now, just time to try and get this done. She does throw an unblockable special. And don't ask me how. Somehow I kind of evaded it again. Here, I'm just letting her hit into my block while her unstoppable's there. I do have on Frenzy. Somehow I get stunned. She throws a special. You know what? I'm getting tired of this fight. I'm unblockable when I throw this. So even with her unstoppable up there, it's going to do damage and it's going to finish her off. And once again, would I use Moleman on this fight in the future? Probably not, but it was full attack bonus. And, you know, let's just get out of here with the 1 death to Chavez. And that's a wrap on war number 3. And I finally managed to take down Knull without a death. But I still dropped 1 this war. Even though we're not hyper-focused on war, I still want to take as many fights as possible without dying. So far, through 3 wars, I'm sitting at 22 kills and 3 deaths. Not exactly where I want to be, but there's still plenty of time this season to clean things up. The mini account fights are up next, so stick around if you want to catch more war action. If not, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It does really help me out. Thanks for watching, and take care all.